Welcome back, nature enthusiasts. Today, we are diving deep into the world of snails and their incredible adaptations for survival. You're watching Fantastic and Scientific, where we bring you the most fascinating insights into the natural world. Snails may seem slow and unassuming, but don't be fooled. These extraordinary creatures have developed some truly remarkable adaptations that have allowed them to conquer various environments and thrive for millions of years. In this video, we'll uncover the secrets behind their extraordinary shells, the unique mucus, and their ingenious locomotion. Join us as we unveil nature's miniature architectural wonders, the snails. From their iconic shells that provide them with protection and camouflage, to their slimy mucus that helps them glide effortlessly across surfaces, these incredible adaptations showcase the evolutionary genius of these tiny gastropods. But that's not all. We'll also explore the remarkable ability of some snail species to hibernate, survive extreme temperatures, and even regenerate their bodies when injured. These adaptations truly make snails the ultimate survivors in nature's game of survival. So, get ready to be amazed as we uncover the extraordinary world of snail adaptations. Join us on this exciting journey of discovery, as we unearth the hidden wonders of these humble yet mighty creatures. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell, so you never miss an episode of our captivating exploration into the natural world. Get ready to embark on an unforgettable adventure with Fantastic and Scientific. Stay curious, nature lovers. Adaptation. To survive, all land snails have developed numerous adaptations. Their principal adaptation is the transition from aquatic to terrestrial, or land, organisms. They accomplished this by losing the gills and developing air-breathing lungs. Anguispira alternata belongs to the subclass Pulmonata and order Stylomatophora, which have lungs instead of gills to breathe on land. Their mantle walls were vascularized to produce a pallial lung sac, also known as a pulmonary lung, which is controlled by mantle muscle contractions. Pulmonate mantles also include a tiny aperture for breathing in oxygen and expelling carbon dioxide. Anguispira alternata is a Stylomatophora model. They don't have many distinguishing qualities, yet they have everything they need to exist. Their shell protects their fragile bodies, and they may readily retract within it, covering most, if not all, of the body. Surprisingly, the majority of terrestrial snails have highly developed sensory and neurological systems. They have two sets of retractable tentacles. The longer tentacles have eyes at the top and are also used for scent, and the shorter tentacles are used for feeling the substrate or food they are on, as well as following the mucus trail of preceding snails. Snails' mucus gland secretes a sort of mucus or slime. They do this in order to glide across. Anguispira alternata and other terrestrial snails have had to deal with exceptionally severe temperatures during the winter in most of the United States. To accomplish this, they enter a unique hibernation to avoid death. Their hemolymph and other organic compounds must be managed during hibernation so that their cells do not freeze and explode. Hemolymph is a copper-rich circulatory fluid that transports oxygen throughout the body in the same way that blood does in humans. While humans have a separate fluid, plasma, between their cells, hemolymph also serves as plasma in snails. When winter approaches, snails reduce the amount of water in their bodies so that it does not freeze. When they lower the water level, Anguispira alternata and other terrestrial snails have had to deal with exceptionally severe temperatures during the winter in most of the United States. To accomplish this, they enter a unique hibernation to avoid death. Their hemolymph and other organic compounds must be managed during hibernation so that their cells do not freeze and explode. Hemolymph is a copper-rich circulatory fluid that transports oxygen throughout the body in the same way that blood does in humans. While humans have a separate fluid, plasma, between their cells, hemolymph also serves as plasma in snails. When winter approaches, snails reduce the amount of water in their bodies so that it does not freeze. When water levels are reduced, only the now thick plasma-like fluid, hemolymph, remains, which does not freeze as easily as water. After that, the snails supercool their bodies and cover themselves with a thick epiphragm. An epiphragm is a mucus or calcium carbonate layer that snails use as a winter covering on their exterior shell. Snails reduce their metabolic rate after putting on their coat, ensuring that no energy is lost throughout the winter. Some snails hibernate underground, while others do so on the ground or even on trees. With luck, the snails will make it through the winter, and when spring arrives, they will swiftly boost their metabolic rate, rehydrate themselves, remove their epiphragm, and begin seeking for food. Snails are often slimy, therefore they require a lot of water to stay hydrated. Snails cannot get enough water during times of drought, so they go into dormancy. Snails connect to a hard substrate and shut off the entrance of the shell. The snails then retreat towards the back of their shell, decrease their metabolism, and go into dormancy until there is enough water for them to survive. What is the behavioral adaptation of a snail? During the summer, one of the most important processes of heat stress adaptation is estivation, or dormancy. As a result of this behavioral adaptation, snails limit their activity not only to good daytime periods, but also to the bearable seasons of the year. The snail creates its shell by eating lime-rich food, which protects it from predators. During dry conditions, the shell provides extra protection against drying out and can be closed up with a slime or lime layer. Slugs are commonly used to describe all land-dwelling snail-like animals without shells. Snails may live in seas, lakes, ponds, streams, creeks, and rivers because they adapt to saltwater, freshwater, and land ecosystems. Snail adaptations allow for respiration, locomotion, digesting, and injury protection. Snails adapt to a watery habitat by using gills that take up oxygen emitted by submerged plants while filtering nutrients into their systems through water breathing. Shells, operculum. Snails defend themselves from predators by taking cover beneath their shells and using the operculum, a door-like feature that covers the shell's aperture. Snails have two huge tentacles with eyes at the end for seeing and two little tactile tentacles for feeling about their surroundings for food, shelter, and breeding grounds. Foot snails have a mucus-laden, muscular foot adaptation that flexes and contracts to facilitate locomotion in both water and land settings, with the mucus covering protecting them from harm and friction along surfaces. Snails are slow because they travel with a single muscular foot while carrying their hefty shells on their backs. During warmer days, they must also preserve energy and seek cover. Snails employ a rasp tongue, known as a radula, that is coated with tiny, abrasive teeth to grip and sand down food particles, primarily vegetation, for intake and digestion. Body modifications. The intriguing bodies of snails are capable of tremendous change and adaptation. Water and land snails' eyes have developed to perch on two eye stalks that retract and stretch from the snails' bodies. When retracting, these eye stalks slip inside out, protecting the snail's vision from predators, turf fights, and the elements. Snail bodies have evolved for reproduction. Snails are hermaphroditic, meaning they may change sex to reproduce. Some snails can self-fertilize and reproduce asexually in addition to changing sex. Secretions. The slime secreted by snails is more than just a silvery path on the front porch. This mucus is an adaptation that allows terrestrial snails to thrive outside of water. Snail slime is naturally hygroscopic, which means it attracts water rather than releasing it. This keeps snails moist throughout the day, which aids with mobility, reproduction, and breathing. Cone snails can exude sedative-like chemicals into the water around them, effectively soothing the fish in their environment sufficiently for them to hunt and kill them. How do snails disguise themselves? The snail grazes lichen material from the substrate with its mouth and adheres it to the surface of its shell. Even juvenile snails may accomplish this. As a result, a snail's shell is covered with mountains of strange protuberances. Some land snail shells include an extra camouflage layer composed of earth. Do you know anything about snails? Snails are invertebrates, meaning they lack a backbone. These creatures walk on a single muscly foot, and carry their home shell on their backs. At the first sight of danger, they flee inside their shells. Snails can be found both on land and in the sea. What are 5 interesting facts about snails? Snail facts. There are over 60,000 species of snails in the world. Snails range from 0.68 mm to 70 cm in size. Wild snails live from 3 to 7 years, while those in captivity can live up to 25 years. Typically, snails weigh from 25 grams to 45 grams. They first evolved 500 million years ago. What is the significance of the snail? Snails are a good source of iron, calcium, vitamin A, and a variety of other minerals, in addition to being high in protein and low in fat. Vitamin A strengthens your eyes and helps your immune system battle sickness. It also promotes the growth of cells in your body. Snails have eyes. Right. Snail eyes are located on the tips of their tentacles. The eyes are located at the tip of the top pair of tentacles in the case of the pulmonates, lung breathers. Snails have weak vision. Thank you for watching my video. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and like this video.